Very good. Now, without further ado, I know you guys jumped on here to hear some feedback, impressions, a recap of Celebration from some rock stars that were there. And I'm going to first, Donnell Toner. Some people, you saw her on stage, just so much fun. I'm going to make her the host because she has some screens, some slides to share. And Holly, excuse me, Donnell, there you are. Thank you for joining us, honey.
Okay, so now let me see how to share my screen. In the meantime, let me go back to the Zoom. Where's my Zoom? So do you guys, where do I push the button? All of a sudden my brain just went like out the window. There we go. Share screen at the bottom. I see it. Okay, so it will be this one. Share. Let me know when that's all up and running. Yeah, I can see it now.
You're
Okay.
good.
Okay, great. I firstly wanted to start out so that I don't forget to say it, but for those of you guys who don't know it, and I know Jess doesn't want me to say this, but she was chosen as Woman of the Year, which I'm just so happy I got it on video, even though of course we'll all see it on YouTube, I'm sure soon. But your reaction, Jess, I mean, your heart and soul and the love you give and you pour into all of us. I've only known you for a short time, since October, so I can only speak from 10 months of experience, but you are one of a kind. We love you so much. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for the soul that you bring to our team. And we are all just honored to, honestly, to be here and to help with the cruise ship, the big vision that you have for all of us, which is such a wonderful thing. For those of you guys who are there, I have to start out by saying, never miss another event again. Never. It doesn't matter what. I mean, I had so many things I had to cancel to make this happen. My summer was all booked out. I had a daughter going to college. I had so many things, but Michelle is such a good partner, my twin sister Michelle, that you know, and she just would not take no for an answer. She just would not, which I love her. She knew best, and so we know what's best for our team. You cannot miss the event. Do whatever you have to do to know that you're going to get the tickets for next year. I think we still have a little bit of a sale if you were to buy it now before tomorrow. I think it goes up to full price tomorrow. But if you don't know how to do that, talk to somebody on this call afterward and make sure you get your tickets, but never miss another event. The thing that's so important about the events is the belief. You leave so bulletproof, unmessable, as I think Jody calls her team, just this energy. And then you see people, everybody gets something different out of it. You know that. So I, was able to find people that had a similar life experience to me that touched me deeply. And then people that I just admire, obviously Jessica, having Michelle and I get to go on stage with some of you. Joan, we're so sorry that your flight didn't make it, because you are such a superstar and I really wanted to see you in person and hug you. But we were able to be up there to just for Jessica's thing. So I'll just go ahead and try to get started on this and show you some things from Jessica's, because I know we have so much to do in so little time, because we have to get on the phones and get all those customers' orders in before this 15% off is gone. So I'm going to try to see how do I move this little thing? That's the thing I'm trying to move because it's in the way of my, does anybody know how to move my toolbar? Oh, okay. Trying to get behind the toolbar. Yikes. There we go. Moving the toolbar to another screen. Okay, perfect. All right. So Jessica's slideshow first. And I want to thank my twin sister. I was at work all day. I'm still in the corporate office here, my day job. So she helped me with the slides. And I'll be breezing through these really quickly. So obviously, if you need them afterward, find Donnell Toner, Michelle Stanton. We'll get the slides to you guys. But Jessica really, she is the queen of this. And I think one of the main reasons you probably got Woman of the Year is that you pioneered this for the whole company, because you saw it as a better, faster way. And the growth that you've had for our team has been remarkable. So why use PVC, picture video cart? For ease, duplication, the depth of how fast you can duplicate this. That's the genius of it. And I took away that I'm not using this enough. I'm not consistent enough with it. And when I have been consistent with it, it's been great for enrolling and recruiting. So that's picture video cart. If you go to isagenixbusiness.com, you're going to have all of this. Thank you for all the hard work you did, Jessica, to make sure that they have this so everybody can use this. So no matter where you have your team growing, this is a browser-based website, so everybody can get on it. But it even has, if you look at the top, it has the overview on what that means. It has the PVC method based on what kind of products they're interested in, either weight or beauty. Then they can choose down which ones. It has a script, it has pictures, it has videos. You can pick it right from there, guys. So very quickly have this on your mobile device. As Jessica showed us in her skit, she was showing us how when she got a pedicure, she met Ashley, which through the little chain of everybody is, led to me joining. So it made me, and then Daniela, who, anyway, but that's just how it works. You have to take this stuff with you so that as you're living your life, like everybody says, the nooks and crannies of your day, you have these tools really quickly. And then it looks so natural. When Jessica was at the hairdresser, she said, there's a picture of it, but she's just showing the pictures while she's getting her hair done, because your hairdresser will notice your hair is growing in. Like, they literally will bring it up. All of the products work so well that people will bring up the transformation, which is amazing. And that just sets you up to come in. And then after you show them the pictures that are on your phone, you show them a video. These are corporate videos that have been, approved. And those are right there. You can send that right off of that website, as well as the carts with what to say, so that you can just have this saved in your notes on your phone. And you can just, in just a matter of seconds, guys, you're able to do all of this and customize it. Look at that cute little video. Isn't that so cute? Erica gets an Academy Award as being the cutest hairdresser. I actually thought she looked just like my hairdresser, Pam Matheson. Anyway, it was just really funny. The style, the mannerisms. I loved it. Very entertaining. And there she is. Jessica's got, always have your collagen with you. If you don't have elixirs in your purse, you're doing yourself a disservice, because it just looks so effortless when you let people taste it and just share that way. But yeah, she shows the picture, shows the video, sends the cart. Here she is at the gym. Look at Joel Kirsch's abs and Holly's abs. Oh, amazing. So living the product right there, testimonials of the product. But she went right up to these people at the gym. I loved her sales pitch, because I go to a couple different gyms and I've never talked to anybody about it, because I didn't really know what to say to people I don't know. I'm good with my warm market, but not necessarily strangers. I really liked how she's like, hey, I see you guys in here all the time. You're so impressive. Are you guys into health and wellness products? Let me show you something. And then just show these transformations about the weight loss. And they were all about it. Janelle Kelly, she talks about the business. Hey, what I really liked here, and this is a thing that I thought was just so genius, Jess, I haven't known how to just have like a cold call with somebody I haven't talked to in ages, and how to bring it up without looking. You really did a great job, because what she says here is, hi, I know we haven't spoken in a long time. That's not the purpose of this call. We'll have to catch up on another call, but I have a 911 situation. I loved how she said, I have a 911 situation and I wanted to run it by you. You came to mind. I have a business, blah, blah, blah. And she just leads right into market disruptive products that work, market disruptive products that work with a compensation plan that will knock your socks off, and she's got these words that just everybody gets excited about, because hey, she's got enthusiasm and passion. She believes it. She's real. And that energy is the reason why people they don't say no to Jess. I mean, they at least hear her out, because she's so excited. They're curious, if for nothing else. And this is the part that is the genius of it all. It's not what you can do, it's what you can duplicate. We're not all Jessica. Okay, we all, some of us are introverts. I saw so many introverts making so much money up there. Marcy touched me a lot when she got up there. She talks about how she was so introverted, but by duplication, it's bigger than you. It's your whole team doing these PVC 1, 2, 3 simple steps. And then Jess is showing how, and I love her joke. I was backstage getting ready for the segment where I was supposed to come out with everybody, but she was talking about how the first boat that they rented in Grand Cayman, but when somebody stood up, somebody else fell over. That was really funny, Jessica. And then she's like, but by the time now, with how big the team is and how huge Team Win is, and really just Isagenix in general, the first 20 years is behind us. We were college graduates. Now we're heading into the future, which is just going to be the biggest wave of success, the most legacy members, probably the fastest we've ever seen, because we've never been primed for a better time to be part of Isagenix. But I loved what she said. She's like, be your own team captain, drive the line, which means get to the depths of your organization and team. Make sure everyone's doing PVC 1, 2, 3. And for those of you who don't know what that is, again, isagenixbusiness.com. It's all laid out there, all the steps. And then she's like, we're going to be on a cruise ship. It's going to be so big. It's going to be so big because we all can do it. So just remember that, guys. Oh, and then here she was doing driving the line. She's talking about how she met Ashley getting a pedicure. And then that led to Daniela, who left to Jeff and Brandy. And I knew Brandy. I didn't say yes when she wanted to give me, she very sweetly and very nicely and very professionally asked me to listen, to hear her out. Would have been, I think, January, February, March of 2021. And, would have been a while ago. And I didn't give her the time of day. Shame on me. Okay. Shame on me. But I say that I wasn't rude. I just didn't listen to the message, and it was on Facebook. But she threw on Atkinson, and Brandy got my sister in. So then Michelle calls me, and she didn't even tell me that Brandy had anything to do with it. I love Brandy, by the way. I've had a great success in the past working with her as a colleague and associate for a different company. And I thought the world of her, but the timing wasn't right for me at the time. Anyway, when she came back, got my sister on board, then my sister calls me that she gets the collagen. She's selling the collagen like crazy with Christy Hunter at Glow Spa in Texas. And she calls me and she says, give me your Amex. I'm going to just give you the best present ever. I'm ordering something for you. So I was like, oh, anyway, the collagen comes to my house. My husband gets on it. The rest is history. And here we are, just kind of showing the point that people lead to people when you duplicate. This is a very easy thing. The products sell themselves. And there you go. We all need to be the team captain, but we're not in it by ourselves. Okay. So I know that's a real fast overview, but a lot of people didn't know about PVC that were there, and their minds were blown, Jess. So what a wonderful thing that you did. And then Hillary came after that, and was really awesome. She was talking about how everybody's supposed to get this Welcome to Isagenix video. I have not been doing this. So I sat there going, the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's what I was forgetting. I was doing the PVC, but I wasn't doing the 1, 2, 3. So I'm actually excited to implement this. But this is really important, guys. It's how your customers will qualify themselves for you, and you will be shocked and amazed at their answers. Sometimes people you think are ready to start the business, which is a 3, will say 1. People who you think only want to be customers might have a secret world of hurt and really need to make a lot of money and come back with a 3. I mean, you just don't know, and you don't want to prejudge anyone, but this is what you want to do. You want to reach out to them. If they're category 1, they're saying that they're a customer, they're happy to be a customer. So you just want to plant the seed, tell them you're spending money at the grocery store anyway. This is stuff that works, and just help them start out with ordering the products that are most important to them. Might be weight loss, it might be beauty. And then there's different scripts. Okay. We can get all of that. You guys can all get access to it, but look at this, where do you currently purchase your food? Whole Foods, Walmart. Great. If today, after making your purchase here, the cashier told you could get your money for these groceries back by just having a few friends come here and do their shopping, what would you do? And this is the part which is so true in sales or anything like that. Be silent, listen to their response. You'll be shocked how many people would say, well, she said, actually, most people said, oh, well, then I'll just tell them to get their groceries there because I'll get it for free. Well, it's the same thing. You share, they share, and you're planting the seed. Okay. Category 2, they want to get their products paid for. And so this is where you help them learn how to convert to associate right off the gate. If we were doing this consistently, when we all do this consistently, we're going to have a lot of people tracking to executive because they already understand the big picture from the very beginning. You don't have to wait 6 months, 3 months for them to get a collagen testimonial before you talk to them about, upgrading their account. Like, this is a great way of just getting them started right away. And then how to help them with that. If they want to get their products paid for, schedule an in-home event, get them to a corporate event, dig the well, which is the mentality of I will not quit. The relationships cannot be surface level. That is probably an overarching theme of the whole entire thing. We'll have other people talk about it, so I don't need to go too much into that, but just relationships and the quality of your relationships are, I honestly think, the most important thing for anyone to take you seriously or to know that you care. You must really care. There are more scripts there on oureasysystem.com. If you guys can see that on the screen, write that down so you can get access to more amazing scripts. And then you run these people through the PVC system again, picture, video, cart, then send them the link after they order. Welcome to isagenix.com video. Please rate yourself 1, 2, 3. If they don't respond in 20 minutes when you say you're going to call them back, then follow up. And then category 3, people who want to earn an income. Find their why, vision board, get directly to what Lynn calls the center aisle, which is the compensation plan. Because if you show the compensation plan and they downgrade to a product, it's still better than not showing them the compensation plan. I know for me, as soon as I realized the collagen worked then this was a business. I was all in. And then my spending habits totally changed because I wanted everything, because this is now my business. So I don't just want to be a testimonial of the college, and I need to know if the Celatoi works. Can that replace my high-end skincare line? Yes, it did. And I love it. And all those other things. So if we go right in with category 3, we find their why, their vision board, we can help them really get what they want. And then, you know, people who want to earn the income, again, there's leader in action. That's important. I like how Lynn said, add 2 more categories. One is, who are you personally showing the compensation plan to every week? And the other second category that you can add in the margin is, how many compensation plan appointments is your team having? And in all of your weekly calls with your team, you should be asking them, who's got a booked compensation plan appointment? Start adding those in, because what she said, which was really true, if your cycles aren't growing every week, you're doing it wrong. If they're not growing every month, you're not showing the plan enough. And that actually blew my mind, because that is something that I need to focus more on. Instead of just getting customers, you know, how to get more BV, because they're seeing it as a business instead of just customers right from the get-go. All right. And then let's see if there was anything else. Yeah, so I know I'm talking fast, but I know I'm not the only person that's going to talk. And I really did want everyone to have time to call their customers tonight before it's too late. But we already talked about it. The PVC 1, 2, 3, coupled with understanding the compensation plan really well. And that's the thing. You can't just kind of think you know the compensation plan. You've got to get to the point where you know the compensation plan. The ACMDE, what does that mean? How much money is that? What do executives make? What are the pools? When you couple that with the compensation plan and have all those appointments, you're going to have a lot of people running for executive, which will feed all of your BV and all of your centers and will help everybody get paid. The sooner you get paid, the sooner your people get paid, the more belief they have, the more likely they are to be at the next event with 10 people there. And the vision is caught. And we're going to help take Isagenix just to a whole nother place when we all start duplicating what Jess, Lynn, and Hillary talked about. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to you, Jess, so other people can maybe add in their 2 cents. But at the end of the day, I was deeply moved by deep relationships, being an honest, authentic person, worrying and caring about other people's problems, because we are a solution. And if we understand that, then it's a gift that we can give to everybody. So thanks, guys, for letting me share a little bit about those presentations. Do I have to give it back to you, or can you take it back?
I don't, Dan, I'm going to let you keep it, because you, I don't think anybody else is sharing.
Huh?
So, okay. So I love that, first of all. And I don't know about you guys, but when Danelle came out and her and Michelle were wearing the same dress, by the way, they didn't even plan that, guys. I just think that is the funniest thing ever. I know we're going to hear from Angie and Jeremy Bullock, but before we do, Holly Kirsch had one thing she wanted to add. Holly, can you come off mute?
Yes, Danielle, thank you that you hit all the great points. And I just wanted to reiterate what Lynn's point was, like on your LIA form, to add a column. I thought that, to me, that was a huge thing. So not just think about it, but literally add the column and, you know, have a goal. Like, you know, you're doing all these reach outs all the time. I'm talking about myself too, right? And then, but are we making an appointment to actually sit down with them one-on-one? So for every time you have an appointment scheduled, put points in there for yourself, just for yourself. Maybe you're saying, okay, I'm going to have 2 appointments a week in person and 1 Zoom call a week. And I'm not talking about your team stuff, because that's extra. I'm talking about your people, your new people you're looking for. So, and then maybe say, I'm going to try to get 1 event, whether I'm going to, you know, go with a boutique or get 3 other teammates and create an event. So make a column and try to get it 1 or 2 events, try to get, you know, 4 to 8 in-person meetings with somebody. And maybe if they're out of town, like 2 or 3, 4 call appointments in the month, besides just the little back and forth messages. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you, Holly, for sharing that. It's so smart. And it really is. The Leader in Action changed everything for so many people's businesses. Now, without further ado, I want to just introduce Angie and Jeremy Bullock. I love that they were both there present in Orlando. Angie, are you there?
Hi, can you hear us?
Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Okay, good. We just got to the beach today, so we're not at home, and we were hoping we could find a quiet space to do this. So it worked out. So what were your thoughts on being there? Like, this was our first event. So as somebody that like is just my support through Isagenix, like what was your take on
Well,
being there?
for me, it was just nice to put faces and personalities with all the names that I hear. You know, Brandy did this and Jessica did this and this, and it was nice to be able to meet those people and their spouses as well, and actually hear from some other spouses who, you know, do the same thing that I do. So it was nice to meet all those people this past weekend.
Yeah, it was great. I felt like all the spouses, like Joel and Jim and Andy, just everybody just kind of came up and started talking to him like they've been buddies for the longest time. It was a great thing for him
Yeah.
to be there and get to experience that. It really was. For me, being my first event, I was blown away. I knew it was going to be great, but it exceeded everything I thought it would be and more. If you've not been to an event, you need to get to one. I just feel like it changed so much hearing all the speakers and people's stories, seeing their transformations with like IsaBody was mind-blowing when they walked across the stage. It was so emotional. When Jesse spoke on day 2, I don't think there was a dry eye in the house. I feel like he really touched everybody. And I just have a lot of takeaways that I wanted to share with you guys. If somebody wants to type things in the notes, they can for people that weren't there or weren't able to watch it. But we talk about what we know. That really stuck out for me. Thank you. He's like holding my paper, so I don't miss what I want to say. So I think that's important. The more you know about the products, you're going to talk about them. The more you know about the compensation plan, you're going to talk about it. You're going to share it with other people. Erica talked about defending your time. Time blocking is something I need to work on, and her discussing that with us was huge. My goal this week is to really come up with a game plan for time blocking and defending my time. I think for me, it's going to be first thing in the morning when my house is quiet and I have that time to focus on my business, focus on manifesting, focus my goals, do birthday reach outs, do all the things. So I'm not spending so many pockets of my day trying to get those things done. So that was huge for me. Building meaningful relationships, really connecting with people, and not just being a salesperson, but truly getting to know people first, and then building that relationship. And then through that, introducing them to the opportunity, introducing them to our products, being unstoppable no matter what the circumstance is. People are going to say no to you. People are going to walk away from this, and not letting it tear you down, but just pushing you to continue to get better and better and better. I loved that Jesse said that you could have $1 billion, but zero spirit. And if you have $1 billion times zero spirit, you have nothing. It's zero. So building up your spirit and having that spirit, and then having $0, your spirit is going to take you so far. That was really, really touching. Do more than everyone else is doing. Just get yourself out there, get creative, stand out. I loved that they broke down that the collagen market now has sold $8 billion in sales, and it's projected to be $17 billion in the next 5 years. The collagen is what really got me started on the opportunity. The results are just mind-blowing. You guys know that. We see the before and afters all the time, and it is just taking off. And so many people need this opportunity right now. The last thing that I had that just really, really, really got to me was commit to being your best, not the best, but your best, because we're not all the same. Everybody has different goals. Everybody's why is different. Everybody's going to reach different, peaks and valleys at different times with this company. You just need to do the best that you can do and not try to be the best because everybody's best is different. So I'm going to end it with that. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I think you kind of covered. Quite a
It was
bit.
amazing. I feel like I'm still on cloud nine. I'm so excited for the next event. I want everyone there next year. I'm taking as many people along with me as possible. It was the most amazing experience I think I've ever had.
So I love that. And I love that you guys were there playing full out, just being part of this community. It's just so rich because of people like you. So thank you both so much, Jeremy
Of
and Angie,
Thank you.
course.
so much. The next event, just what Angie was just saying about being there. So I saw that people were putting in the chat, you've got UIA coming up in Philly this fall. UIA is an event that your jaw will drop to the ground and it will stay like that for about 6 months, maybe 6 years. When I went to the event for the first time, it teaches you about not only how to do this business tactically, you're literally there doing it. It busts through fears, limiting beliefs. It's active and workshop style. It will change everything. You want to talk about emotional, to your core, you will be transformed. So I highly recommend, and it's small, so it'll sell out. UIA Philly and Toronto coming up. In January, we have NYKO, New York Kickoff. That's in Phoenix, another amazing event. And then you'll have just different events throughout until we have the next celebration. Next, I think Christy Roush is going to share some things. Christy, are you on?
Hey, can you hear me? All right, so
Ma'am.
I'm too in my office. I literally just got done being on call, tore off my scrub top and put on this t-shirt. But so I absolutely loved convention this last weekend. I loved our community. I think that it's by far the best family that we could ever have. Like, everybody cares about everyone. We all are rooting for each other's success. And you know, it's just really, I kept hearing this weekend over and over, being in position. It just really stuck out to me. You know, be in position to be ready to go. You know, do you have your cleats on, or are you wearing your house slippers? Like, are you doing the do? Are you showing up when you need to show up when nobody else is showing up? Are you tired but still going? Like, you have to do the do in order to be ready to run the bases. When people start coming to you and you're building your team, you have to be prepared and ready to lead them. And so that was the biggest thing is that I took away was, you know, really just thinking, you know, I keep showing up and I'm trying, you know, starting to build and all that, those things. But am I really ready to build a team? And what do I need to do in order to have a successful team? And reaching down and just really creating those relationships and making sure that our mindset is right, knowing that we're going to come and you know, be affected by adversity and no's and, you know, all those things that we could just like want to get in our bed and cover up at night, and just realizing that those are the things that truly help us grow and lead us to success. In order to change our external world, we have to change our internal world. And so it's just realizing that, you know, the Gen Z, this is one thing that stuck out in my mind also listening. And Gen Z is the one of the biggest workforces that we're going to be having in our world. And they are the loneliest. And they're going to be the ones that are deciding what they do, who they work with, how they work. And I'm experiencing now in the hospital, so many people are leaving the hospital that are young to go and do traveling work. And so it's figuring out how to reach those people, because we have a different way, but a holistic way. We care about the well-being of others. We're ethical and inclusive. And again, Isagenix is in position. They're leading the front line. They're constantly creating new products, constantly being in the forefront. They're doing the do to make sure that you can be successful. And let's see, commit to yourself that you can do this. This is not an individual sport, but a team sport. So lock arms, duplicate what your leaders are doing, and show up. And just the other thing that, who was it? Jody Cassini. She was awesome. She was talking about kind of like what we do with adding people to our Facebook messages, and, you know, really be a team captain. connect people immediately, learn leader in action, recognize and acknowledge, and show up to the events. But the one thing that she did say, and she quoted Kathy Coover, was, what was the one thing that you need to be successful? And it's that burning desire to change your life. What's your why? Know your why and know your people's why, because if you can help your people get paid, you're going to be successful. Take the focus off you and help others. To end with Jesse, he was amazing, but he said, never give pain a voice, because when you give pain a voice, then it can start to have power. So remember to always talk positive and have those positive affirmations always. He gave an awesome story about him needing to run 100 miles and he couldn't get past 38 miles. And he brought in this a Navy SEAL named Chad Wright. And he always told him, you know, you just have to never quit and you have to tell yourself that. And so when he got to mile 74, he felt like he was ready to quit. And Chad told Jesse, he was like, you know, the miracle is that I never get tired. And he said, I want you to go to the next mile marker and tell them that the miracle is that I never get tired and I'm not going to quit and I love to run. And he made it clear through the 100 miles and never gave up. So just be present in your shoes, know your why, do the do now so you can enjoy everything that you want in life. Keep going, and you'll have an abundance full of friendship and meaningful relationships.
I love it. I love that story about I never get tired so much. And honestly, I've been putting it in practice. So that's amazing. So do you guys all hear about Tulum? That is some exciting things. There's 200 spots available. Holly, do you want to share about Tulum?
Holly Kirsch, Tulum.
Yeah.
Oh, me to share? Sure. So this is one of the ISA Dash, and it's the December 8th through the 11th. And the qualifications are to have 10 enrollments, create 4 consultants, and then rank advance somebody to manager, director, or executive. So in the past, which I think would count, and Jessica, you tell me, if somebody becomes a consultant tomorrow and they then can become a manager, you can count that same person, right? So it's so doable. We have from now, which they backdated it like to the 11th. So if you happen to have enrolled some people, bonus. And Shruti helped do a chart, and I guess it's spelled Tulum wrong, but just spell it right on your form. And imagine that we will all be there. I had put in the builders page just to put it on our refrigerator and put it with your LIA sheet and put it on the mirror where you get ready. And then when you get a consultant, put a 1 in there, check it, and keep going, kind of like the little circles we did at Christmas time to pull it off to the day of Christmas. And visuals are so important. And I know as we start to get back into school and things get crazy, that a little beach trip with all of us will be such a great visual. And we're so fortunate to be with a company that has now offered these 3 trips in 1 year on top of the other trips. So let's go for it.
I love it. And Holly, what I said to somebody on the team was there's 200 spots. There's a lot of people in Team Win who could win. There's no reason why we can't all go. So I'm
Amen.
so excited. I think the team is charged up. We're vitalized. We're grounded. We have goals. And I'm so excited for you. That worksheet that you had created, Holly, is awesome. And it's a great visual. So I'm so excited. Guys, we have about 2.5 more hours of the 15% off. So midnight Eastern time. It's for existing and new. Pop out some messages, make sure people take advantage. I want to thank all of the people who contributed tonight. Danelle, Jeremy and Angie, Christy, Holly. Thank you guys so much for what you shared. It was so good, so welcome, and appreciate you guys so much for being part of the team. Have a good night, everybody.